Hi, guys. I had a mute. So hello to everyone who's here. I'm excited to get started with our live for today, how to find an online job in 30 minutes. So if you're here, if you're looking at this, if you see me, make sure to chat it below so I know. Today, this is hopefully going to be a really quick one because it is how to find an online job in 30 minutes. So hi, Mace. Yeah, comment below if you're here, if you're listening, if you're one of the people I'm going to be talking to today other than myself. So today, happy Saturday to a lot of you guys. Happy weekend for with the lockdown or with the quarantine for a lot of people. It kind of all blurs out the different days, doesn't it? So okay, so just getting right into it. Again, comment if you're here. Let me know also where you're from. I would love to know where you're watching this from. Um, okay, so right here, I'm going to share my screen for you with you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about, what this is. Okay. Okay, so again, this is going to be how to find an online job in 30 minutes or less. I'll even go into like the different places that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. I'm going to dive in and see like how you guys, later on, I'm going to ask you guys for the specific skills that you might have, because then I'm going to input that in the search box and help you guys find a job right away. So before even the end of this webinar, you guys have a potential of a place that you can apply for. So that's the exciting part. So make sure to comment below what skills that you have, what you want to try to apply for when it comes to working online. If you have no experience, that's also fine. That's also something that I can still work with. So yeah, make sure to comment below where you're coming from, what skill that you have, what's the skill that you want to be able to do online, what you want to be paid for. So our goal for today is to just show you guys where to find these online jobs. Where are they? A lot of people have been messaging me the last couple of days that, hey, where do I actually apply? Where do I actually look for these people? So a lot of the time it's actually pretty simple, at least for me in my experience. It's actually been pretty simple to find online jobs if of course you know where to look. Now, if you guys have never heard of me, my name is Le-an Lai Lacaba. I am the virtual ate. I've been working online since I was 15 years old, so it's almost been 10 years since right now I'm 24. I run a outsourcing company here in Cebu City. So it's a team of 40 people and we're all outsourced, we're online, we all work remote, and they're the people that I work with that I love working with. So all of our clients are foreign clients. So we work with them, we help them with their business, whatever it is that they need. If they need an executive assistant or if they need a software developer, that's something that we provide within the company. Julie asks, can I share this on my timeline? Yes, you can, definitely. And then Joanne catch up, see you. Yep, I'll see you guys later. You can definitely, this is going to be up on the group page anyway. So if you guys are going to be seeing, wanting to watch the replay, if you guys are too busy or anything like that, you can definitely be able to see this. Now, going right into it. So here are a couple of things that you will need if you want to start just searching for a job online. These are the things that you will need for sure. So the first one is your update resume. So it has to be updated. If you don't have any experience at all, that's fine. That's still something that you can still put in, like your background, or try to think if there's anything that you have done before that could be kind of considered work. So you could have been a student worker, someone who helped teachers or whatever. You could be someone who has actually done a little bit of OJT. That's also something you can definitely put on your resume. So that's the first thing that you will need. So for resume, I actually really recommend using Canva for it. Because it's so easy. You guys already have the templates on there. You guys already have a guide. You don't have to start from scratch. Like if you're writing, reading your whole resume on Microsoft Word, Canva just has templates already. If you guys want, you guys use my link, leanlai.com/Canva, and you can sign up for Canva for free because it is free. I used Canva for a good 3-4 years before I started paying for it. And that's because I just had a more and more need as I doing more of these webinars. I've been doing more of classes. I needed a paid account. But if you're just creating a resume, you can create one for free with Canva, as long as you follow a couple of guidelines. So the first thing is you need to have a clear name on your resume. So a lot of the time, and I've hired over about 300 people in the last 6 years. A lot of the time I can even spot the name, what the actual name of the applicant is. So you have to make sure that's right there on top of your resume. What is it? What is your clear name? Just have it spelled out. And then you want to put in your job title. So what is the title that you want to get for? You can with Canva, which is why I recommend it so much, is you can customize it, you can personalize what the actual job title is based on what's the job position. So for example, let's say for me, I have a content writer, because before I started as a writer, I could put in here, for example, that the job title is blog writer or SEO writer. If I have those skills, I can change this little part right there in my resume to match the job ad. So that's really important, because then it shows the employer that you're paying attention. You're not just mass sending, you're actually want to apply for this particular job. So having a clear job title of the job title you want, or the job ad's title, will make you stand out. Next is you want to have a clear objective or intro. So for this one, I made it really simple. I aim to create relatable, engaging content to showcase your company's services and products. So here, I'm already showing that I am in service of the company, that I am here to help them meet whatever goals that they have. I'm here to help them be able to just basically be able to succeed. But hiring me, I am worth hiring. That's what I'm saying here in my objective/intro. I am worth hiring. So this is why you should hire me. That's what it should be on your intro. Keep it really simple. Don't use highfalutin words or really big words. Just make it really simple and show, if you can, what kind of results you've been able to bring to other people, or what kind of results you hope to bring to their company. So it can't be vague. It has to be results oriented. Again, you have to make it look like that it's worth it to hire you inside of their company. Next is have a good contact info. By the way, that's not my real phone number. It's 1234156. That's not my real number. But having a easy way that they can contact you. So don't put in too many emails. Just put it in the one email that you will check. I usually recommend that you have your own separate quote unquote work email that you use, because then you're able to just see you don't have the separate email for your newsletters or for the things you subscribe to, and then you have a separate email just for applying, just for looking for a job, just so they don't get jumbled up in there. So you want to make sure that does not happen. Okay, so having clear contact info will make it easier for them to contact you. Will make it easier for them to know what you're about, what you do, and then it's easier for them that if they do want to schedule like the next step with you, if they want to schedule an interview, if they want to schedule just being able to reach you really fast, then you having the right contact info, updated contact info, is so important. Okay, so I have here a few very beautiful and amazing examples of resumes. Again, I blocked out their contact information. You guys won't be able to see that. But here are the same thing that I just described. So right here, I can see their names right away. It's not confusing. You need to use a really big font that's not the same as the other, not the same size as the other parts of your resume. It has to be really clear what your name is. Right there, I know that they're trying to apply as a social media manager. All three of them, actually, I didn't notice that right away. But right there, you can see all three of them, their target is to become a social media manager. So that's their job title. And then you have here their profile or their objective right there. And it's really simple. It's really straight to the point. Again, results oriented. You have to kind of think the way a business person would think, an entrepreneur would think, because then that's the way that they will treat this. They're looking for a job position for a specific reason. They're trying to fill in a gap. They're trying to make more money, or they already made money, so they need someone else to help them continue what they're doing. So that's what usually for someone who's hiring would be thinking. Like for me, I would hire a social media manager because my social media is growing and I can't handle it on my own. So you really have to think that way, that you are being hired, that there's a job opening for a reason. So you want to show them that you are that reason. Okay, so I can see a few people on here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you have any questions, feel free to comment it below. Feel free to let me know. And I'll be more than happy to comment back later to answer these questions later. But hopefully by the end of this, you guys will have a better idea to correct yourself when it comes to applying online. Okay, so next is then you will need an application letter. Now, an application letter or a cover letter, or there are different ways that you can call this, but it's basically just an application letter. It has to be a customized subject line. So a lot of the time, and I've had this happen to myself, is someone could be someone could be sending the same subject line as someone else. And with Gmail, the sad thing that happens with Gmail is if you have the same subject line as someone else, your email becomes a thread inside of Gmail. So they might not actually see that. So the reason why you need to have a customized subject line, so it's easier for them to see your email right away. And then you're not part of a thread inside of their email because you had the same subject line as someone else. So it's really better to have a customized subject line. Now, usually there's different ways that you can do this. You can have your customized subject line as, job title, comma, name. That way your name is unique. It's there, it shows up. It could be just something different, something, could be your next social media manager. It could be something that just think outside of the box. What could be something that would catch their eye? And of course, what's something that not a lot of other people are going to be using so you don't end up on their thread. Okay, so next is it needs to be addressed to their HR, hiring manager, or whoever it is. If you can find out more info about the employer, if you can find out more info about the company, then the better, because then you can actually say, hello, Mr. X, not your ex. Hello, Mr. Santiago. Hello. You can make it customized again to that you really did pay attention, that you are really just you're applying for their company. And again, this is not a mass sending. So you want to make sure that you don't want to be, just imagine that you got a group text from from your crush, and then it was actually sent to a lot of other girls. Wouldn't that feel weird? So you want to make sure that you don't do that with the same employer. You don't want them to feel that, oh, I'm just one of the other jobs that they're applying for. You want to customize it. You want to make sure that it is something that they will pay attention to because you paid attention to their company and what they want. Next is then it has to have a good opening and a good call to action. Now, what I mean with this is you need to have a strong first sentence and a very strong last sentence as well. And then you're kind of sandwiching everything in between. So a strong, good sentence could be, hello, Mr. Santiago. I am so excited, or I was so psyched when I saw your job ad. So something that shows them emotion, something that shows them that you're human, you're not a bot. It shows them that you are looking forward to working with them. You are looking forward to get hired by them. So that's the first thing on your opening. So you're excited. Put in some sort of emotion, again, that shows that you are looking forward to working for them, not just because they have a job opening, but this is actually something you like. And then the last part on the call to action, having a strong call to action means that you will say, I'm looking forward to reapply. I'm looking forward to meeting you in an interview, putting in something that could be the next step in their application process, because you are, again, showing that you're really looking forward to start working with them. You're really looking forward to be one of their people that they work with. So that's the purpose of having a strong call to action. Now, for those who actually saw the side gig webinar that I did last month, this is a quick link. You guys can check out the application letter samples that I have on there. It's just leonlai.com/side gig letters. You guys will be able to access all of the different application letters samples that I've written out, and you guys can copy that. You can make that your own. Feel free to use it. But it shows all of this that I just talked about, having a customized subject line, it has to be addressed to the person who's hiring, and then has a good opening and call to action. So I'm going to take a pause and actually take a look at who's watching. So, hey, Ma'an. Hi, Irene. Hi, Sherry. So again, if you guys are here, if you guys are watching, comment. Let me know if you're here, if you have any questions also, because I might be going a little bit too fast. I know I talk too fast, and I might be skipping some things, or there was a hurdle that you followed all of these steps, but you still didn't get the result. So these are the quick tips on how to write a really good application letter. Okay, so one of the other things that you will need for these employers to be able to contact you is first an email address. Who here doesn't have an email address? You need to have, like I said earlier, it's better if you have a work email address that you can separate out so you can see the replies of potential employers right away instead of skipping them. I've seen so many other people who thought that it was another spam email, but it was actually a reply from the potential boss. So it's better if you have an email address dedicated to just work, to once you get hired, using the same email address for them to contact you with, to share your files with. So it's better if you do it that way. Next is a Facebook account. Of course, since you're watching this, I know you have a Facebook account. I'm just gonna drink water a little bit. So having a Facebook account already gives you an advantage to be able to do this really fast, to find potential employers really fast. And then the next is, it's good if you have an onlinejobs.ph account. If you haven't signed up yet, it's pretty easy. The main challenge that you will have is raising your ID proof. It basically is what onlinejobs.ph, when it comes to ID proof, it's just make sure that you are an actual person, and make sure that you are someone who is actually wanting to apply, and you're not just another person who's making multiple accounts. So that's what an onlinejobs.ph ID proof is. So that's pretty easy to raise. You send them a couple of IDs, you connect your Facebook, and of course you need to be applying also, because that's another proof that you are a person, you are not a bot. And then another one that would be good, by the way, these last three, optional. You can have just your email address, and I can show you still how to find an online job. So right here is then you need a LinkedIn account. If you don't know what LinkedIn is, it's basically a platform where most professionals are. So a lot of the time, a lot of employers will start posting on there looking for a particular job. So then now, are you guys ready to actually see the different places where you can start applying online? Are you guys ready for that? Say hi, guys, if you're here, if you see me. Same thing, if you guys are just watching the replay, make sure to let me know where you're from. And then again, what's a skill that you're trying to find a job for online? Okay, so again, are you guys ready? Are you ready to know where you can find these jobs and get started? Get finding these jobs in less than 30 minutes. Are you guys ready? Hi guys, are you ready? Okay, so first one, which is why I mentioned having a Facebook account already puts you ahead, is Facebook groups is actually a really powerful place that you can start looking for online jobs. And a lot of people don't really think about it that way, but it is. I've seen it so many times. I got hired. Yeah, I got hired one time as a writer, just as a side gig, through a Facebook group. Because again, I was posting. I was not posting that I was looking for a writing job, but I was commenting on people's posts that, oh yeah, I'm a writer. Yeah, this is what I do. And someone contacted me like, hey, I need a writer for this. So make sure that you have your Facebook optimized, by the way. If you want tips on that, I actually already did a video a month ago, 6 weeks ago. I already did a video on how to optimize your social media profiles, and I make sure later on after this this live, I'll make sure to link them below. That way you guys can grab it, you can catch it, and you can see how you can optimize your Facebook page, because Facebook profile, because then it's easier for them. If they're gonna check out your Facebook profile, it has to be a good one. Okay, so first one is find a Facebook group for hiring. There's a lot of them. I have come across at least 10 in the last few days of different Facebook groups that are dedicated just for hiring. So I'm actually gonna walk you guys through how to find one. So open my Facebook for all of you guys to see, and just search literally hiring. That's it. You're just looking for hiring. And then you go to groups right there. And then just like that, these are now all of the places where you can start looking for those jobs. So as an example, I'm part of this group. So I can open it. So you need to, of course, add yourself into it. You need to be a part of these groups. Okay, so I am looking for a VA right there. It's not even 30 minutes yet into this live, and right there, hi, I am looking for a VA right there. It's not hard. It's easy actually if you know where to look. So right there, I am looking for a VA. Data entry and research assistant needed. Work at the convenience of your own home. This is flexi time, job role, agent. So again, it's so easy if you know where to look. Don't, tire yourself out by looking at so many other pages, so many other ways to find a job online. Don't tire yourself out marketing yourself too much. It's all about where to look for them. And a lot of this, you do have to verify. You do have to verify it's not a scam or it's not something that you have to pay for. If you're looking for a job, you definitely don't have to pay for it. But that's right there for. And then this one is looking for a beauty website. I'm looking for a part-time VA person right there. So you can search for these groups super easy. They're super easy to find. Like you saw, I just went into this, and right there's a lot of hiring posts. So don't discount Facebook groups. And also, not a lot of people know this unless they've been part of these groups for the longest time. They don't know that Facebook is another way that they can look for jobs. They don't know that Facebook is another way that they can get hired for. So right there, looking for a job on Facebook. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is find a Facebook group for your ideal client. So let's say that you want to work for a YouTube blogger. That's one. So you find a group. Oops, let's do this. You find a group for YouTubers. Let's say that's your target client. You want to work for a YouTuber. You want to work for someone who does videos. Then you can search new YouTube support group. And there's a lot of them, guys. There's going to be a lot of different groups that you can find, you can go into. So I'm just using YouTuber as an example. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel right there. Anyway, so you can search here. Sometimes some groups will have it, some groups won't. Just search for the word hiring. Okay, so right there, we have 3 project company lead person on. So this is person who's going to is searching for a someone to hire for their YouTube. So again, it's super easy. That was we have. It's not even 6 p.m. yet, and I already helped you guys find other places that you can search for. And then right here again, YouTube vloggers or bloggers. These are really quick places where they might be looking for you already. They might have just asked, like, hey, do you guys know anyone? And you can already start looking for them. Start like video editors for hire right there again. So you never know if the place that you're a part of a group right now, you're in a Facebook group, try searching for them. Search for the word hire or video editor or graphic artist or writer, whatever it is that your job title is. Go in there and then find them. Find if they're hiring, find if they're looking for you, because that's another way that you can make sure that you're covering all your bases when it comes to looking for a job online. So was that clear, guys? These did I make it even just a little bit easier for you to start finding a job online? Was that easy for you guys to think about, to start? And one other tip, if you're going to message someone on Facebook, try to find their email address. It should be on their profile. Sometimes they will give you the email address right there as they're posting. They post their email address. They post a group, a form in their group. So then it's easier for you to research them and reach out like, hey, I saw your post. I'm really interested in this job. Again, putting in an emotion on the first line, and then of course describing yourself, and so on and so forth. Okay, so last one is find a Facebook group for a certain software. So what I mean by this is, let's say for Canva, actually, since that's the software that we were talking about. So a software could be anything that is a tool online. So there's a lot of them for Canva. But what I mean by this is sometimes they're looking for people who will just help them help them be able to be better at the software. If they're newbies, if there's someone who've never done this before, then they're looking for someone like, hey, I need an expert for this. Hey, I need someone to help me out with this. So it looks like these are closed, so I can't actually go into these groups. Yeah, I don't think I can go into these groups, but it's the same thing. You're going to go into search bar and then search hiring or hire, or or the word recommendation even. Hey, looking for a recommendation on this kind of type of person. So those are ways, again, that you can look for jobs in Facebook groups. Find a Facebook group just dedicated for hiring. You can look for a Facebook group for your ideal client, and you can look for a Facebook group for a certain software or certain tool that your yourself that you're using. You could search probably for a Facebook group for Microsoft Word, or a Facebook group for Filmora if you are a video editor. A lot of them are going to be, again, needing people who already know this, who already know what these mean. So don't underestimate the power of Facebook groups. Next, online jobs at PH. I will always talk about online jobs at PH because it is a great place if you are starting out, if you don't have a lot of testimonials, you have feedback from other people. If you don't have a lot of cash to start with, online jobs at PH is the place. Again, it may take some time. That's the only thing with online job type page, is if you don't have an account already, it can take some time to build up your own profile. But it's super easy, because then all you have to do is search for the job title that you want. Again, for me, it would be writer, or it could be graphic artist or social media manager, and then apply. I know it seems really easy, but it actually is. It's actually that easy to find jobs in online jobs at PH. So again, walking you guys through it, because again, the point of this is to help you guys find a job in 30 minutes or less. Okay, so go to online jobs at PH. I am going to be pausing the share so I can log into my own account. And if you guys, I'm going to take this time also to say hi to everyone who just joined in. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Franz. Hi, Jeshel. Hi, Jaga. So hello to everyone who just came in. If you guys don't know, this is how to find a online job in 30 minutes or less. Okay, so I'm just typing in my password, guys. So bear with me. Of course, I don't want you guys to see my password. Okay, so if you guys are looking for a specific job, for example, if you guys are looking for a specific job title, chat me right now, because then that's the job title that I'll be using as I search. So now we are in my online jobs at PH account. I'm very lucky that I have a 94 ID proof. It's because I've had this account for 8 years now. I think 8 years, 7 years. So it's old. I regularly update it. I've done all the test scores. That's another way that you can do it. And you can, like I said, you need to upload some of your IDs. I uploaded my own passport to this. That's why my ID proof is so high. And again, this one does take time, but if you already have the account and you just haven't actually started searching, then I'm going to walk you guys through that. So for example, for me, writer, right there. These are people, these are just 30 out of 5,781 jobs of people who are looking to hire a writer. Now, these are full-time. I want just a freelance one because I just want to be, really quick. I don't need like a full-time job right now. Right there, writer with basic experience. Now, if there's anyone in here right now who is a writer, apply for this job right there. Writer with basic experience. They don't need someone who has had a writing experience for so long. They just need someone really quick. And then the ID proof for this is 50. So if you have 50 ID proof on online jobs at PH, you can already do it. Basic writing with experience writing blogs, must be knowledgeable in WordPress, must be interested in learning about pageants and or passionate about pageantry. Article words 300 to 1,000. I would apply for this if I was looking for a job right now. And it's $3 to $5 per article. And you can always negotiate that if you do have a higher experience, but this is probably why they're only looking for basic experience. This is the only part that they can afford a little bit right now, maybe. It's different for every employer. But basically right there, if you are a writer, apply for this job. And again, you can use the templates that I have already for you guys. I believe it was leonlai.com side. I have to go into my own site. Side gig letters. And those are templates that you guys can use. It's free. You guys can just grab it. It's on Google Doc. So you can just grab it. You don't have to input any emails or anything like that. So that is online jobs at PH. Again, if you guys have any questions on how to apply for online jobs at PH, let me know. I know, again, I do know that it is hard. I do know that it does take time to raise your ID proof, but it's actually honestly one of the easiest ways to get into the market without having someone else. Not gonna mention, but other sites that I know, you know, take a commission or take few dollars off of your own pay. Online jobs at PH doesn't do that because employers can hire you directly. It's an indirect way to get hired and get started on a job right away. Okay, so next is LinkedIn. Now, again, I already did a video again about 6 weeks ago on how to optimize your profile, your social media profiles. I also covered LinkedIn. So again, I'll just link it below and so you guys can check it out. But basically on LinkedIn, it's kind of the same thing as online jobs at PH. Search the job title you want and then apply. So again, I want to make this the easiest for you guys. I want to make this so easy that by tomorrow, if you guys follow all of this, you guys will have a potential employer who is interested in hiring you. So again, here, search on the job bar right there. I would go to jobs. So this is, sometimes they'll suggest jobs based on your profile. So if you've optimized your profile, you should probably see already a few job opportunities here for you right here. But you can also just search by title, skill, or company. So let's say, again, writer, because that's my skill. That's my main skill. That's my fallback skill. So right here, I already have a few potential places that I can apply. Again, really quick, really easy. You don't have to make it complicated. These people are already looking for you. You don't have to fully push and look for them because they're already looking for you. So you just have to make sure that they're remote. A lot of the time, if I remember right, there's a way that you can, there used to be a way where you can filter if it was a remote job, but apparently I can't find them right now. But it's okay. You can still go on and then look at these jobs. You can go one by one and trying to find if these places are allowing remote workers, if they're allowing workers from the Philippines. Some of them could be. So you just have to do one by one. Again, this is a little bit harder. Doing the Facebook groups is definitely the easiest one because you can just go right there and find a job. But that's basically just how you search for a job on LinkedIn. You just have to have your profile optimized. You need to just search right there, click jobs, look in for, search the skill that you have that you want to be hired for. So that is it. That is it for LinkedIn. It wasn't that easy, guys. Wasn't that super straightforward on how you can find a job in 30 minutes or less. Wasn't that easy.